These two pillowcase covers are going. These eco-friendly reusable grocery bags are going. I just have way too many and I only use about one or two. I have a box down here on the ground, just gonna be throwing everything into the box. A few days ago, I decided to clean out my car, get everything out of there, vacuum the whole thing, and I came across this. It's an insulated bag. It's really nice, but I never use it. It's been in the back of my car for years and have not used it. And my mom said she's actually been wanting one of these, so gonna give it to her and see if she'll use it. During the car clean out, came across 3 IKEA bags, decided to keep 2 of them, and I'm going to get rid of this 3rd one. Welcome back to what I decluttered this month, and at the end I'm going to have the special edition of what I actually purchased this month as well. And I just want to mention really quick that I am not actively going through my house looking for things to declutter. These are all items that I come across during my regular day when I'm doing things and I think, hey, I don't think I need to keep this. For instance, cleaning out my car, I just thought, you know, I don't need to keep these things. I haven't been using them, so they can go. If you watched this video on decluttering my wardrobe, I can link it down below. I am not fitting into a lot of my clothes, and when I was going through deciding what I want to put away until I can fit into it, I found a lot of items that I just realized I'm completely done with. I don't want to wear the items anymore, or they are somewhat worn out. In here I have 3 sweaters. One of them was a little bit worn and the other 2 don't fit, and I've decided even if I can fit into them, I just don't want to have them anymore. I'm just over it. And then we have this sweater that's a little worn out, and then we have this big one that I bought when I was pregnant, and it adds so much bulk to my body. I don't want to wear it anymore. I really like the look of this sweater, and when it did fit, I liked it, but it's always been somewhat uncomfortable. Let me show you something. My mom asked me why I'm not going to keep this for when I can fit into it, and let me show you how it fits on my arm. Look how tight that is. It's crazy. Like, who has... My arms aren't even that big, but anyways, it's just kind of made weird where it's way too tight. So I'm letting this go even though I like it. It's just, it doesn't make sense to keep something that's kind of uncomfortable like that. And I just want to mention too that all these things that I'm decluttering are things that I once did love, but I feel over time our styles can change, or the way we look at clothes can change. And all these items were something that I did get a lot of use out of, but I feel my style is changing a little bit, and I also just want to have less. And that's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. It doesn't mean it's going to be like this forever, but I do want to be a little bit more minimal with my wardrobe, but then maybe switch it out more often. And I do always try to shop and donate to secondhand stores, and then that way I'm not really wasting a bunch of stuff. It's not a lot of big turnover as far as getting new items, but a lot of these items I've had for a long time, and I just feel like switching things up. I won't bore you to death by going through every single item, but I have 3 bags about this size and full of clothes that don't fit, or I'm just completely over, or they're out of the season that I'm currently in and I don't want to wear them when the next season rolls around. We are going on 5 years being minimalist, or on this minimalist journey. I just want to mention that a lot of what I purchase is to replace the item because I'm happy with the amount of stuff we have right now. This month's declutter has a lot of clothes in it, and that's because the season's changing and I went through my wardrobe and my 3 boys' wardrobe, so I'll just touch on that for a second. These were the last 2 of the 6-month items that were in my youngest son's wardrobe. He is now almost 8 months old, so he's definitely into that next size. My other 2 sons have just grown out of their pajamas. We were having them wear these. They were so small in them, but trying to get the last little bit of use out of them before the season changed, so all of these are being decluttered. I was hopeful that my now 6-year-old would fit into the jeans from last winter. Turns out, no way. These are way too small on him. They actually come up above his ankle. So these are going to go, and as I've mentioned in some of my other decluttering videos, I'm not holding on to items from my 6-year-old to my almost 8-month-old because it just doesn't make sense for me to save something for 5 years just to find out that maybe it's gonna be the wrong season, or maybe he'll already have a lot of stuff. So not saving this kind of stuff. Here are some sweatpants that I saved from last winter for my oldest son to possibly fit into again, and he doesn't fit into them. They're way too small. Again, I'm not gonna hold on to these for my 6-year-old because he already has a ton of sweatpants and they're pretty large. I think if I were to hold on to these, it would just be taking up space, just to find out that they wouldn't end up fitting him for the right season. This is one of those things that I had been holding on to for my oldest son to fit into, and they're just some really nice shorts that were handed down to me from my cousin, and I've held on to them for probably over 2 years now, and I kept thinking this is the summer they're gonna fit. Had him try them on at the beginning of summer, they didn't fit, so I thought, well, maybe they'll fit now, because we still wear shorts throughout the whole year. We live in California. He tried them on yet again. They're still way too big. So this is it. I'm done. I'm not gonna, I know I've said this so many times, but I'm done. I'm not gonna hold on to any more hand-me-downs. Like, if I can get it handed down to me and they fit into it immediately, then there we go, we use it. If it gets handed down to me and it doesn't fit, it's gonna go straight to be donated. Here's just a whole bunch of other clothes that they have grown out of, and with the season change, they are not going to be wearing anymore, so I'm gonna be donating all of these. And it's always good, in my opinion, just to go through the drawers, look and see what they're currently wearing, what's not fitting, and then get rid of the rest. And here's an example of why I'm not going to be buying, let me find it, why I'm not going to be buying my oldest son anything without asking him anymore. He loves this style of shorts, so I thought, great, I'll go out and buy a few pairs. And this was from way back, this was from last year. So these don't fit him anyway, but I had bought these and I noticed he was never wearing these. I finally asked him, why are you not wearing this pair and you wear all the other ones, you don't wear this one? Turns out he doesn't like the color gray for shorts. So there we go. This is another reason when kids hit a certain age, it's good to ask them what they want to wear or what they enjoy, because honestly, you could just say wear it anyway, but he won't. So these just sit there and the same shorts get worn over and over again, and then these don't. So from now on, I'm going to be asking his opinion, and he can shop with me and figure it out, because it's just wasteful to buy this kind of stuff that he won't wear. I'm gonna use my big IKEA bag I'm donating for all the donations. So that's what I decluttered this month, and this is what I've purchased this month. 2 sets of hooks from IKEA. I'm going to put them together and put them on my boys' wall, because we're trying to stay organized and we need an official spot for backpacks, hats, and all of that sort of thing. Now that they're both in school, I'm just finding it needs to be easier for them to put their stuff away. Levi is getting older. He's almost 8 months old, and we needed some more older kid baby toys. So my mom bought him some stacking cups and stacking rings. She saw this and just wanted to get it for him. And I'm super happy about that, because it's definitely something that he needs, some baby toys. Even though we have bigger kid toys, it just doesn't work for babies. As I mentioned, I decluttered those 2 pillow covers, and I got 2 more to replace those. I just wanted something fresh and new. So I found this at IKEA. It's kind of a fall vibe, but it could go all year long. It just looks really nice, and we needed something fresh. The other 2 were kind of stretched out and worn out, and again, I was over them. They didn't really go with the vibe of that room right now. So I got 2 new ones, kind of a 1 in, 1 out policy on that one. On to my wardrobe. I cleaned out my whole closet. I can link that video down below, donating those big 3 bags of clothes. And I needed a few items that fit currently right now in the shape I'm in, and I just didn't have anything for fall at all. And I thought I was gonna go out and just get everything that day. I wrote down a list, oh, pants, shirts, this and that, and we went to the mall. I could not find anything, I swear. Even if someone had told me everything in this whole entire department store is free, I couldn't find anything that I liked that was on my list. So the only thing I found, we had to really shop around. I found this shirt, Style & Co, just again, another short sleeve t-shirt. We live in Southern California, so I needed another shirt. I definitely stuck to the list though. I needed some jeans that fit. I only had 2 pairs of pants. So I found these ones. They're just a straight leg Levi classic boot cut. And I then went to Kohl's and I found, again, Levi's skinny jeans. I know skinny jeans aren't in anymore, but these will be perfect. They're tight, black, and they could be used as a legging. So multi-purpose clothing here that could be mix and match with just about anything for the whole fall and winter and probably spring. So super happy about that. And I'm gonna see if I can get away with just these few items and maybe 1 other shirt. Levi, of course, has grown out of almost everything. And so just got him a handful of items. I got him a little pants, 2 pairs of pants and a long sleeve shirt. Then got 2 sweatshirts. He did not even have any sweatshirts. The other night it was actually cool enough for a sweatshirt and I didn't have anything, nothing. I put him in a blanket. For babies and kids, I love shopping at the secondhand store. Overalls for him, a onesie, nice and warm, another super warm onesie. And then this is for really cold mornings or nights, or if we went up to the mountains. It's super warm. It is a Columbia onesie that you probably put over an outfit. Super cozy, and I think he's gonna get a lot of use out of this. I got it extra big so it can last a long time. And that is everything I purchased this month. If I've forgotten anything, I don't know. It was probably like a tiny little thing that I would have just integrated directly into something that I needed. So that is what I'm decluttering, and that is what I bought this month. I hope you enjoy this series. I do one every single month, and I'll see you in the next one. It's incredible to me how many things I find every month just within my daily routine of looking through stuff and grabbing something, putting it in the pile. Because I would always declutter things right away and take them straight to the donation location of choice, I wouldn't notice how much I was getting rid of, but now that I've been doing these videos, I myself now am realizing, wow, I declutter so much every single month, and if I wasn't doing that, my house would not feel minimal anymore. It would feel completely overrun with things that we aren't using anymore, and things that I've just had and don't pay attention to, like the stuff in my car, and then realize, hey, I don't need this. I haven't used it in a few years now. It's just been sitting there. And so that is why I am always actively decluttering, just grabbing the things and putting it in the bin to be taken to the donation place. And it's always surprising to me how much I get rid of. And then now when I've collected the things I've bought, I can see that what's coming in is way less than what is going out. And that makes me really happy, because I was kind of worried, thinking, well, how much do I buy in a month? And I would actually say that this is kind of a bigger buy month for us, and it actually isn't all that much. It's bigger because it's the season changing and we needed some clothes that we had grown out of, or that like I had donated, stuff that didn't fit. So therefore we needed that. But I just have to say, like, I've surprised myself because I was a little worried, like, how much am I bringing in if this is how much I'm getting rid of? But it shows me that over time I am changing the way I do things. So more is going out, less is coming in. I am happy that I've added on the what I buy in a month, because I think that will help hold me accountable and really show me what I'm buying. It's surprising how easy it is to just run to the store, grab something. Next thing you know, you're adding more inventory to your house than you want. So I'm trying to stay very aware of that, and I think that doing these videos will help hold me accountable to just make sure that I'm not bringing too much stuff in. Luckily, everything that I brought in this month was replacing something that I was getting rid of. Living clutter-free does take a little bit of effort, but not much, especially if you can integrate that effort into your daily life and make the routine and habit of just grabbing things when you see it, sticking it in the pile, and donating it at the end of the month or immediately, which is my preferred method. But I hold on to these items to show you what I'm getting rid of, and hopefully it inspires you to do some decluttering in your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will link all of the other videos down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.